off. But anyways, I'm going to let Feras Jabro tell you a little bit about what was going on.
I'm the guy.
No, so you made national news.
Yes.
You were on Drudge.
I was on Drudge. So,
Right part.
I'll say this as far as it goes for me. As far as it goes for me, my name is Feras Jabro. Most of you probably know me a little bit better as the guy in Cajon who was expressing his First Amendment right who got attacked. I'll tell you a little bit about that event, but before I get started, I'd like to tell you guys a little bit about myself and my family. 21-year-old student, I go to San Diego State University. I've never had any kind of criminal background, never had any run with the police. My parents came to this country fleeing religious persecution from Iraq, and I'm a Chaldean person, so we're Catholic people. So we're the Catholic people from Iraq. I'm born here. My dad came without a penny in his pocket, didn't speak a word of the English language, and he turned himself into a success, and he exemplifies exactly what the American dream is. And they love the country. Both my parents are naturalized citizens, and my entire family has never taken a penny in any kind of government assistance because they came... Yeah, my parents came to this country knowing that they were coming to the best country in the world, and what makes this country the best country in the world is the fact that you have First Amendment rights and that you can express yourself freely. And that was infringed for myself when I went to this rally. And I'll tell you guys a little bit about the hypocrisy on the left, which is all of these people who went to this rally in El Cajon were there simply exercising their First Amendment rights, which is their right to peacefully assemble. But when it came to my right of freedom of speech, which is protected under the same constitutional amendment, the most important one to our Bill of Rights, it was not the same. For them, it was okay to attack me. And the thing is, the thing that's so sad is the reason that these hundreds of people felt that it was totally okay to attack me and infringe on my First Amendment rights is because there is someone like Hillary Clinton out there who has a national platform, who reaches hundreds of millions of people across the world, and that she can have the audacity to say to these hundreds of millions of people that if you're voting for Trump, and mind you, Donald J. Trump has received more votes than any other person running as a Republican in the history. So this is a lot of people. To say that these people are deplorable, irredeemable people, racist people, sexist people, homophobic, xenophobic, Islamophobic, how can someone have a conscience to come out there and accuse tens of millions of Americans, if not hundreds of millions of Americans, as being these kind of deplorable people? It's very sad. And one of the things I actually wanted to talk to you guys about is, aside from the incident, is a little bit about Hillary Clinton and her corruption and crookedness, and a little bit about Donald Trump and why I support him. And as far as the incident goes, I'll let you guys know. I went out there, I'm a resident of El Cajon, I'm a concerned citizen in local and national politics. I went to the Donald Trump rally. In fact, the night that Alfred Alongo was shot, I was sitting around with a group of friends at 11 o'clock at night looking at Periscope when I saw all of these people at the El Cajon courthouse. I have Snapchats on my phone that I haven't publicized yet. I was one of the only white people at that courthouse filming what was going on. And the national media will tell you, which is so sad, the national media tells you that this was a peaceful protest, that nothing is to see here. But in reality, I have footage that is just shocking that shows a gang fight precipitated in front of me. They blocked police officers into the courthouse. I have the footage of this. They demanded police to come out and give an impromptu press conference, and they did it without having to do it. And all of these people started banging on the windows and calling the police names. This is savage behavior. It's not acceptable. And they forced the police to withdraw their press conference, which they made impromptu, which they had demanded, just because they were fearful for their lives. And it's such a sad thing, but I went to this rally as a concerned citizen. I just wanted to see what's going on. I didn't see a single word, and the beautiful thing is this phone captured everything. There is a 30-minute video of my Periscope from my first-hand point of view. I didn't say a word, and I was simply attacked just because of the hat on my head. It didn't even say Trump on it. It said, "Make America Great Again." Isn't that what these people are supposedly here for? Don't they want to see America great? I mean, here's the thing. I want to talk a little bit about Hillary Clinton and a little bit about her slogans, which is, she says, "Love Trump's hate." Love Trump's hate. If that was Black Lives Matter version of love, then I don't want to see what their version of hate is. That's unbelievable. I can't believe that Hillary Clinton has the audacity to have a phrase like "stronger together." Well, you're the one doing all the dividing across this country. You're calling tens of millions of Americans deplorable people, irredeemable people, the worst of the worst. And then you come out and call Bernie supporters, because she's such a liar, she's such a compulsive liar, she can't even help it. She calls these people basement dwellers. What an insult. I thought you were saying that Bernie Sanders supporters are welcome. But behind their backs, just like you do on Wall Street, Hillary Clinton, you can tell the Americans that she stands in solidarity with Americans against the big banks. But behind closed doors, she's giving winks and receiving hundreds of thousands of dollars in checks. This is not the person that we need to elect. It's very, very sad. And I'll talk to you guys a little bit, just a few of the things about why I support Trump. I mean, people are so quick to judge Donald Trump on his issues and his policies, but when you boil down what Donald Trump is asking for, if we take immigration, for example, building a wall. Why is it unreasonable to build a wall? When you look at the statistics, like Donald Trump says, go look at New Hampshire, for example. We have drugs. This is irrefutable information. This is factual. We have mass amounts of drugs and drug tunnels, thousands of them, coming across from our southern border that are destroying the country. It's killing our youth. It's killing people. Heroin, the worst kind of things that are coming across the border. Building a wall, going down to bedrock and making it high would eliminate things like that. And it's not just drugs. It's the illegal immigration. It's just the idea of coming over illegally to the country shows the disdain for American law. You're already breaking law. These people are not paying taxes. They're taking advantage of government assistance. And then we have people like President Barack Obama, who makes a mockery of the Constitution and our police, who has sanctuary cities, or effectively tying the hands of police behind their backs. They can't even deport criminals. It's gotten to the point where people can accuse Donald Trump of racism. And here's the thing. We've gotten so desensitized to what the word racist means that people don't understand. To accuse someone of racism is to say you hate another person based on the color of their skin. There's pictures of Donald Trump marching with Rosa Parks. This is a man who has black business people running his businesses. How can you accuse this man as a racist? We've become so desensitized. It's very sad. And they don't look at his intentions, because if putting a wall up to protect our people is racist, then I don't know what that definition stands for anymore. That's just one of the simple things, just one of the hundreds of reasons I'm supporting Trump. If you look at, aside from the wall, aside from immigration, you look at the refugee crisis. We have the director of the FBI come out and say, we cannot properly vet these people. We don't know who they are. We have seen what's happened hours away from us in San Bernardino. We see what happened in Pulse nightclub. We definitely see what's happening abroad in Germany with all of these refugees coming in. I don't think it's I don't think it's unreasonable to ask that these people who are coming over be properly vetted first, be required to say that they are coming over to this country because they want to abide by our laws and our Constitution. If you are not coming to this country and truly love the country and love our Constitution and love our people, then you shouldn't be in the country. And those are just again, some of the few reasons that I'm supporting Donald Trump, but the way I see it is if we do not elect Donald Trump to this office, within 4 years from now, we will not recognize the country. We're going to lose the country, 100%. I'm confident of that. To have someone like Hillary Clinton, I can't even fathom that someone like Hillary Clinton, with all of the scandals that she has surrounding her, I don't know how she can be so close to achieving the highest office, which is the presidency of the United States. It doesn't make any sense to me because, you know, the thing that separates me from the people that attacked me in El Cajon is I'm an American through and through, which means at the end of the day, the reason that this country is so beautiful, what makes this country so great, is that if you have an opinion, for example, those people at the rally, if you have an opinion that Black Lives Matter or that you want to vote for Hillary Clinton, I may not necessarily agree with that opinion, but I'm civil enough to understand that you are entitled to your own opinion. And that at the end of the day, in this country, you know, what happened to me happens in third world countries. That's not supposed to happen here in America in the suburb of El Cajon. And what makes the country beautiful, or what should make it beautiful, is that I should be able to have a conversation with you, or to attend a rally, and not be beaten for it. I should be able to discuss it with you, and we should be able to leave. And you can vote for who you want to vote for, and I can vote for who I want to vote for. But when it's getting to a point where your freedom of speech doesn't mean much anymore, it's very sad. It's a very sad day in this country. And when I got home that night, when I really processed what happened to me, I couldn't believe what was happening. And what it comes down, you know, to it for me is, you know, I see a room of people who look like a bunch of patriotic, good American citizens. And you seem all educated. And what we need to do, the problem is, I can tell you as a millennial, I'm just turned 21. On my college campus, and San Diego State's a pretty liberal campus, there are people on campus who can't even tell you who's running. People aren't educated. They don't know what's going on. And the problem is, I wouldn't blame the kids. You know, I wouldn't blame the millennials. And it's not just millennials. It's a lot of Americans. It's the crooked and corrupt mainstream media. My video got 20 million views on Facebook. Had this been 300 white people who attacked an African American person with a Hillary hat, it would be like that on CNN, on MSNBC. Rachel Maddow would have a field day with it. It's unbelievable. The headline would be "Racist White People Attack African American Hillary Supporter." So, any reasonable person who does their own independent research and who knows the scandals of Hillary Clinton, the email scandal. We have James Comey come out and say she had 112 or whatever it was, you know, classified emails, 8 top secret emails going out, and then she can't be prosecuted. Had that been any one of us in this room, we would have we don't have the luxury that she had to have her spouse meet on a tarmac with the Attorney General, Loretta Lynch. That's wrong. It's not fair. She's above the law. She thinks she's better than all of you, and she gets special treatment. Hillary Clinton cannot become the president. It would be the worst thing to happen. And honestly, I'm so glad all of you are here showing support for Donald Trump, and we need more of that. And you know, thank you so much for having me come out today, and I'm so happy to be able to speak to you all.
Right now, it's in the works for that hat to be replaced. Right now, we've got this. We're going to present this to you.
Thank you so much, David. Thank you so much. This is
You
great.
take that home, and we're going to give you a backup hat. This is an old Carly Peter red sign. It's the only red one I had, but I got the sign on it. This is only temporary until the ones with the signature comes from
Thank you so much,
New York.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Yeah. Ready?
Next time you go out, I want you to get on that Get in here, baby.